Hello everyone. Before I start my presentation, let's start with a small quiz. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was so popular that it was quickly adapted for the stage after its release. But how fast do you think the first stage play was appeared? A. The same year. B. About 5 years later. C. About 20 years later.
B?
Well, the answer is A. The same year.
Wow.
Today, I will introduce the extra information of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. To begin with, I want to talk about the films and adaptations of this book. Then let's take a look at its translations and global reach. And in the third part, I will share with you some fun facts. And finally, it's about my own feedback. Now let's start with the movies and adaptations. Remote control, yes. Did you know that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was one of the most frequently adapted movies in the novels in the film history?
No.
There are over 120 versions. Some are serious, some are paradise, and some are unexpected. In the 1960s, Edward Hyde was made handsome and charming instead of ugly. And in 1971, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde even made Hyde into a woman. The first film was in 1908. It was a silent short film. Sadly, it's lost, but it opened the doors to many more different adaptations. And in 1931, the 1931 is the most famous version. The man called Frederick March played both Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and he won the Oscar of Best Actor. It was one of the first times that horror movies won such a major award. Now let's move to translations. I believe you want to know how many languages has it been translated into. After its release, this book was spread all over the world, and it was translated into more than 20 languages, including French, German, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, and Japanese. Because it's short, some publishers made bilingual editions, so students can use it to learn languages. Here are some unusual details that you may not know. The author called Stevenson first wrote the draft in only 3 days, but her wife criticized that it was too shallow. So Stevenson angrily threw his manuscript into the fire. And amazingly, he rewrote the whole book in only 6 days. Some people say that Stevenson was inspired by a man in Edinburgh, and the man was a cabinet maker by day and a burglar by night. Stevenson even wrote a play of this man before this novel. Today, Jekyll and Hyde is used to describe someone who has 2 very different personalities. And when this novel was published, it sold more than 40,000 in 6 months. It was a huge number that time. In the early stage versions, the transformation from Jekyll into Hyde was done live in front of the audiences without spatial effect. The actor would turn his back, change posture, and use lightning streaks, and instantly change from Jekyll into Hyde, and the audiences were amazed. The Marvel character Hulk was also partially inspired by Jekyll and Hyde. And now, I want to talk about my own feedback after reading this book. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is a short but powerful novel. It explores the good and evil side of human nature. Dr. Jekyll represents moral and respectable self, while Hyde showed the hidden desires and impulses. I was fascinated by how Stevenson showed the danger of trying to separate these two sides. The Dr. Jekyll's experiments to control his dark instinct ultimately gave Hyde more power, leading to tragic consequences. This book made me think about the temptation, self-control, and the consequences of hiding parts of ourselves. This is the end of my presentation. I believe you have a better understanding of this book now. Thank you for listening.